clenched. Okay, so from here, you take this knee, you put it, you move it over so it's in the middle, and so you click your heels like Dorothy, so it's your knees.
Close.
So this knee can be a little further out, because you don't want to be too close together, because then you can just knock you over, right? And then you push on his hips down to the floor, so that they stay there.
Hips.
Yeah?
You're more like my stomach. Right here.
Yep. Okay, then you take this leg, 45 degrees, open it. Yeah? And you turn towards that side a little bit. No, you don't physically, like you turn your hip towards that side, just like you're doing this. Like, imagine it like you're dancing, like, you doing this, you're doing the two-step. All right, you two-step that way. And you use that with your hip motion to push on his legs, particularly with this elbow, like it. And then when you think you have enough room, that's the knee you pop up.
I want you to position more this way.
What?
Relax up. Like I want to see Melissa's face. Like turn.
It's a lot.
There we go. Come on, old man. Turn around. Old young man.
Knee walking hurts. Such is life.
Back and guard.
Like this.
Yep.
Yep. Knee in the middle. Flare the other knee out. No, don't move. Because if you move, he will push you over.
Yep.
And that's bad for your health.
9 degrees.
So yeah, drop down and then push his hips flat to the floor and push your weight back.
Yeah.
Away from you.
Like that?
Yep.
Yep.
Keep doing
And then
that.
when you go as far as you can, if you get to the point where you can't go too much further, then just maybe try and pop your knee up and put it in between his legs. So just take your knee from,
Yes.
yeah, you can do that one. So here, you go from here, and you bring your knee up into that hole.
Oh, I see.
You need to do the first part first. You need to push my hips down, push yourself. Yep.
9 degrees.
Yep.
Yep. Wait, in this one too. You can get both.
Oh, inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then
Get enough space so that you can really push away from him, and then you
push.
pop a knee in.
Pop it.
Yep.
gotta-
Yeah, don't put hand on floor.
You gotta do the whole first part
Here, let me
first.
show you. Let me show you. Yeah, it's this is tough. This is tough. Like I said, guard passing is always
Oh,
tough.
correct.
All right, so from here, bang, bang. All right, so I'm up on my toes. Here,
Come around.
flared. Here. So I push down his hips, and like my forearms are right up against top of his legs. I don't want to be like this, and I don't want to necessarily be like super down because then he can pull my head down.
Okay.
But if I'm like this, he tries to pull my head down in the middle of this, I still have plenty of posture left, right? But I'm low enough that I can actually have my forearms on his legs.
Okay.
So he can't get higher. That's the other thing. You don't want him to have a high guard anyway. So anyway, here, and then I turn, which sucks for him. And then you see this knee, it's gonna go poof, right up there. And then I can squish his leg onto the ground. And then I can, I can do lots of things from here. But yeah, it's popping open part that's hard. Hand on it.
Oh, I forgot how much this hurts the ankles.
Yeah, that's just fun. Yeah.
It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. I don't feel it anymore. There was a guy trying to ankle lock me the other day. I was just like, man, I'm sorry. You're the worst partner in the world for this. Like,
Yeah.
I can show you all the cool shit, but when it comes to actually like
Doing
you doing it to me, I'm like,
You're so used to
no, it's just it doesn't hurt that much anymore. Like, unless you're really, really good at it, it's just somewhat annoying, but not enough.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Alright, good.
it. I used to.
So,
Alright.
in my guard.
Hands on hips,
Hands on hips.
butt down, head up. There you go.
There you go, like back straight. Ish.
Okay, so forearms on the legs. There you go. And then push his hips down flat to the floor. So you want him to literally not be able to push his hips off the floor. That's the goal. All right, now knee to the middle, flare your outside leg.
There we go.
Yep, and then you turn, not literally your whole body, but you just turn your hips towards that way and push away
Not your
from
upper body. Lower body.
your hip, just your hip. Because you open this leg, so then you just allow that to kind of
Not
I'll
your
make
upper
it.
body. Lower body. Yeah, that
Oh, like
perfect.
that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and keep going,
Like that.
and then eventually you'll be able to pop. You get enough space to either pop its legs open or you'll pop your knee into the middle.
Okay, so,
Preferably both. Keep going, keep going.
Keep pushing back.
oh, like that.
Yeah, you can literally move away.
We want you pushing down on me
Uh-huh.
and moving back at the same time.
Like bench press and
It's kind of like you're doing a push-up.
run away.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
logic.
perfect. Keep going. Just keep doing that until.
Alright, then
Yeah,
there we go. And then
you're
pop
not
your knee
done?
up,
You're
pop
not
your knee
done?
up, pop your knee up, pop your knee up.
Right.
All the way up.
So like,
No.
balls?
All
on my, on
This
my
knee, all the way
Inside
up.
the thigh.
Oh, to the thigh.
Oh, and then keep going, keep going. Put the arch of your foot,
And then you
arch
move
of your
forward.
foot,
Sorry.
Slide
arch
this
of your
knee.
foot. Keep
all the
sliding
way
it
here.
forward.
With my
No,
foot.
now you're just dropping knees over there.
Alright.
So take this part of your foot and
Uh-huh.
put it right there. No. Keep your knee where it was.
Uh-huh.
Slide this forward. Put your knee on the ground. Leave the arch on this leg.
Watch it up. Watch it slide up.
Hey.
Hey.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
And then keep
Until it's only the
No,
arch. You
don't.
only want the arch of your foot left. So keep sliding your foot forward until there's nothing but your knees on the ground and your arch is left in this leg.
There it is.
Bam.
You want to
That's where you
slide
want
your knee until your knee hits the ground.
Okay.
Not like press down, slide it.
Okay. But you also want, when you get there,
Uh-huh.
you underhook this arm. If you don't underhook this arm, he takes your back.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that.
Underhook just literally.
Yeah. So you want the underhook. You don't want to do
This and then
And then slide that knee. Perfect. Perfect.
Do it again.
damn.
It's tough.
It's fun.
Just do a couple and then
It's rough on the knees. Alright.
Yeah. So, hands on hips.
Hands on hips.
Elbows on my upper thigh.
With him. Oh. Lay down.
Yep.
Well, let him get the idea from being what's his name, wrapped up. So at least this way he starts moving backwards, realizes he's trying to get away. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Or
Knee
not.
up, knee up, higher.
Ah,
Keep trying.
you said high.
Knee up.
Maybe.
Knee up, pop it all the way straight up,
Yep.
and now slide it on his leg.
Like that and then.
Yep. Okay. Underhook. Get this arm deep under here.
Well, then I need to-
Turn
Yep.
towards him. So drop your shoulder here, and then you can slide the leg out.
Other leg.
Other leg.
So-
Slide the other leg first. Bam. Now you're out.
Side note.
And then you're gonna go all the way around to the side, like perpendicular. But you know, hey, you got the beginning part. That's the important thing. All right. Can you do it all in one piece?
Without,
Go.
you have breaking it down for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try that out.
You said you want me to try and wrap them up?
Yeah.
Attempts can be made.
All right. So use that posture. Push up off of his hips. Stand straight. There we go. That's what you want. Keep your head up. All right. Pushing away. Turn. Get your dog leg going.
Lower body. Stay.
Always to stay in the middle. You don't want to move on.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Wait
Good.
till my
Pop
legs
the
pop.
knee up. Pop the knee up. Pop the knee up. Bam. 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 Good.
Keep going. Keep going.
Stay
Underhook.
close, stay close.
Good.
Pop the leg out.
All the way.
Good. Keep going. Rotate. Chest
Yep.
down.
Yep.
And then put this knee in the ground. Put the knee in the ground. Bam.
There you go.
Now you got it.
You're in side control.
You don't need those knees anymore. All right. You want to turn?
Please and thank.
I'll do
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Done. That looks good. Now, yeah, knee slice. Go back. Go back, you. All right. Do your frame again on the leg, where you're in the you have him trapped. Because if you the way you slid, you slid the hook leg first, and then slid the second leg.
Okay.
Don't do that, because that gets him half guard. We don't want him getting half guard. We want him to be miserable. So you slide the leg that's not the hook first, then you slide the hook. So pop it down. So slide through. Okay. Now this that knee,
Yeah.
knee slices over your own leg. So keep that slice through, and now you drop down and take out the hook. Now you can take the hook out.
Like that?
Yeah, you don't let him get free half guard.
Yeah, because the first.
I mean, you can unless you want to get a heel hook on him. You can let. Oh yeah, sure. I'll let you get the half guard, drop back into honey pot, and then yank his heel. But if you don't want to go through that, just don't let him get half.
Just don't do that.
All right. Half to lock out is a real thing, and I love doing it. Don't be like me.
Don't be like me.
Don't be like me. Don't be against a guy like me. Look up. Don't look down. You don't need to see him. You know what Dom looks like. So you're running into stuff. Just reset. Facing north south. Because you shouldn't actually have to circle anyway. You should stick them onto the floor so that you don't even need to move yourself.
Right.
All you do is just click your heel, click your knees, like Dorothy.
Right.
Bam. Good. Knee in the middle. Good. Open. Now you slide the knee up. Knee slice. Baseball slide. Good. You actually don't want head and arm. You want 2 and 1 arm.
Okay.
So you want to get underneath this one. Right. But you're still giving me your back at that point.
Right.
I mean, it's almost definitely not going to get it. You never know. Good. Drop. Get your good. Slide me through. Good. And now you turn all the way. No, stay there. Turn your head this way. Turn towards him. And then take this.
Uh-huh.
And put it right there. Put his, yeah. I was like,
Americana!
here. No, I mean, not even necessarily Americana, but think about it this way. Like, can you turn your hips at this point? Do your hips even matter?
What if it's
If you're dropping, and then you know what? Even better, straighten out that leg. Straighten out your left leg. Bam.
Right.
What if it's a person with muscles like big dude?
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
In
it's
this,
different when you're off the ground.
You're gonna be like, he could probably try and bench press you, but then you just come around. So,
Right.
yeah.
Just either big or strong. It's like he put.
I mean, Dom's bigger and stronger than me. I could probably still kind of hang out here for a little bit before he bucks me off. So yeah, no, this strength discrepancy is a thing. Don't get me wrong, but in this particular thing, it doesn't really matter how strong you are because you can't really use it. Sure.
So back up here towards the hips. Drop your leg down.
Yeah. And then take. There we go. Then click your knees. Dorothy. No, not to get. You don't want to put both together. Like one in the middle and one way off to the side, so that you're able to open your hips, just like you're throwing a kick.
So moving back and then
One goes in the middle, and then this one goes way up there. Yeah. And now, when you push on the hips, pop your back, bam. Okay. Now you pop your knee up. The knee that's in. This one. Pop your knee up. Nope, that way. Good. And then you want to bring that knee higher so that it's only the arch left. And then you can underhook. Good. Posture up a little bit, and you can slide this foot through this space right here.
Your left foot.
Yeah, that foot slides through there. Keep your hook at the last second. There you go. Bam. Yep. Just straight up bench press away from me. Yep. Yep. Oh, and defensively, keep your hands in, and you want to get one hand. If he lets you, you want to put a frame underneath his chin on one side and a frame on his hip.
Okay.
if you don't get those things and you leave an arm dangling, it'll probably get taken from you. Either direction. You can't dangle on this side, you can't dangle on this side. So keep them in. Not to mention, if you don't have any arms up at all, you just get choked.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, totally possible.
One would think.
Yeah, leave that, slide that, perfect. And then defensively, like I said, get here. And now he can't squish me now. Like, John could drop all his weight all he wants. Not a thing. And it's not even difficult to do. Now, secondly, if I really want to make this difficult for him, get one hand here, like thumb and armpit, push and push.
Yeah.
And now he really can't drop weight on me. Right? Now, is it possible that he could armbar me from here? Yes, but my arms are already connected and his hips are not. So another way he'd do it is that he'd have to take more weight off of me to attack.
Yeah, just reverse the situation again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna literally sit up at that point and run away. So yeah, you get two hands in, you block the shoulder right here, you block the bicep. And if you get lucky to block the bicep and you're flexible, like Marlon, you get stuck. Yeah, no, there's a no armed Americana from here.
Oh!
And a
Oh, that's sick!
yeah.
That's
Watch.
cool!
Watch. Here.
Wait. Hold up. Hold a diddly darn minute.
Yeah.
Oh!
Or
Oh! Stop getting me down to jiu-jitsu. It's so cool!
there's what you call it? There's inverted triangles from there. There's what you call them, crucifixes and arm bars. All from there. So yeah, no, it's defensively, even when you're in the bottom like that, if you get some weight pushed off of you and you can hook into an arm, man, it's go time. Like, you got stuff you could do. That's why I'm like, there was a guy named Alex Volkman that I used to roll with. He's a black belt at Gracie Baja, and literally he would just lie on his side and let people take his side control. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. The first time you do that, you're like, awesome. I'm gonna pass and do things against. Man, this dude would catch everybody in the same triangle.
God damn.
Everybody. And it's just like, it was demoralizing because you get caught in the same triangle like 3 or 4 times. And it's like, what's going on? Why do I suck today? It's like, no, he's just that damn good.
That's so cool.
It's true. So yeah, there's no armed Americanas and Comoros from that position. If you get weight pushed way off. Right? Yeah. It's not something you should depend on though, because like that means you have to get past.
Right.
So don't let that happen.
But that's fun.
It is fun.
So I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu today. A friend from work was showing me like Jiu-Jitsu shit that his friend does yesterday.
That's cool.
I'm trying to think of other cool shit.
That's 21, got 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hope. What? They're black slip-ons and they're really beat up. They should just be on my floor somewhere. Yeah. You found them? What? What? Oh, yeah. Alright, bye.
Okay, so
We're still in the woods.
so what if you are the guy defensively and someone's trying to do this to you, and you would prefer them not to catch you? How do you think you'd handle that?
Question? Just tap it.
Alright, so let's say the person is trying to pass. We'll do it this way so you can see. Alright, so here Dominic is dropping his elbows in and he is starting to switch his knees and get ready to start pushing on me. Alright, so I can make the decision to preemptively open my guard before he's ready for it. Okay, there's 2 things I can do. One, I can just man up and push my hips off the ground and reacquire guard. And it's he can't, even if he dog legs and pushes really far now, it ain't nothing he can do. I didn't need hands. Huh?
You're
He's in
right.
guard.
He's still in guard, but I mean, because my hips aren't on the ground, he ain't passing.
Oh.
Because I'm literally sitting on his leg. He can push back as far as he wants, but every time he pushes back, I just slide further up his leg.
Oh.
So that's always a possibility. All right, but let's say you want a little bit more preemptive and cool about it. So let's say he's doing here, and he's got hands on hips, and he's trying to dog leg and push back right here. All right, so here you preemptively take this, boop,
Squeeze the wrist.
put it right here. Yeah, you want to wrist control at all times anyway. Right here and here. So I just take my leg, one leg comes up. I don't really have to move him far. I bring this knee in,
Okay.
keeps him from running around this side because he can't run past my leg. And I drop this here because it also takes away his base on the other side. So here, here, 2 arms, yank, ooh, grab, and now we have options, right? So option 1, we try and simply butterfly hook and kick him over, which is fine. Option 2, we're here, take here, kick out, sit up before he can, take the back, right? Well, I mean, from here, I have a couple of levels before I get to choke him because I have to I got both hooks in, but not very good hooks, and now I'd have to hand fight to get underneath his neck, and that would be a lot of work. But it's a heck of a lot better than getting a guard pass. All right, so that's option 2. Option 3, once you've started turning onto your side and he's lost a bit of his momentum, knee in, Marlon will like this, knee in, foot in, triangle. Knee. Once you force that hand to post on the floor, it's a wrap. So I'll show you that one again because I'm sure Marlon will like it. So here, the person's here, they switch the knee to the middle, and now they've started to drop back. So here, yeah.
That's the gate team.
No, that's not it. That's a try. So notice I opened, but I opened underneath my own volition. I got my knee across, I got my leg here. I can start to do this stuff, but once this hits the ground, doesn't matter. I got it. I'll do the other side if I can. Here, so Dom is stacking, and then he in the middle, he tries to push. Here, grab, you want to hold on to that, put your knee inside of the 2, right? Now, you have to have this wrist control. If you don't have wrist control, what he's going to do is take his hand, put it on my knee, squish me, and run past.
Right.
So I went here, step, I use this other leg to pull myself higher so I get a better bite, grab, hook, it's a wrap. Next triangle choke. Then don't worry about finishing those yet. Just worry about not getting your guard pass more than anything else.
Alright, let's say.
Fun.
Trying to pass.
So, what's the thing? You're gonna be trying to break guard.
So just try the lifting your hips off the ground first. So when he puts his knee in the middle and he's starting to drop back to try and push away from you, take your hips and literally sit on his leg.
Okay.
Yep. And you can keep pushing and Marlon because they ain't gonna make much of a difference. Yep. And Marlon can push. You can push as hard as you can. Try and scoot away. Nada.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the person on the back is the guard. This one's
So he's in guard
He's in.
and he's guarding.
guard.
Yes.
Okay.
He's trying to pass and he's trying to retain. Or sweep or sub, I suppose you could say. You can't really sub people when you're the guy on top in guard. Like, not really. You get one every once in a blue moon, but it's not normal. He says. It's true. Like, you got wrist lock and you got choke. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't. I've seen an arm triangle, but that's stupid. You gotta be like freaking Hulk strong. So anyway, yeah. So if you go back, so you're doing the same thing, Marlon, and then pause at the knee in the middle and all that.
Right.
All right. So you open of your own volition, sir. And when you open, this knee comes here across his hips, and the other knee drops down to his leg. Like, kind of hook it. So that's, yeah, perfect. And then you push him. You kick this leg over this way and you push him. You make him post.
Okay.
Bam. Grab the post. Pass the leg through here on top. And then, yeah, elevate your hips, get on top. It's a wrap.
Okay. See that again.
Boy.
And then see my leg.
Yep.
You forgot to set my leg. To post your hips up and.
Uneven work. Well, sitting your leg is important, but making sure that knee's across
Right.
is huge because then you have to turn your hips in order to really force him to drop his weight and post that hand. Otherwise, he's gonna keep his hands on your hips and he's gonna pass.
Right.
Negative situation. Yeah. Yep. And then turn on your side down, and then now kick him. Kick him to this way, and he's going to put his hand down. Grab, pass, hook. Good night.
Wait. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Listen.
Munson should be doing the trying to pass thing, and Marlon or somebody should be doing the choking him thing because I don't think he's quite up to the jumping triangles. Yeah, I don't think that's beginner stuff.
Well, here. You go into guard, let him try and break out through the guard. Feel that that technique, and then what's the thing? You also put him in what's the thing? The triangle. Alrighty. So.
Yep.
Hands on hips, dog leg, push away. And you're sitting up.
A little bit.
So you really, like literally your shoulder blades and your head is on the ground, and then everything else is like off the ground pretty much.
Right.
When are you gonna just let? Right. It
Yeah,
says don't
you
like
can-
it's like turning your legs almost into like a triangle. Yeah.
Not your upper body. Lower
Just-
body.
Yeah. And he keeps trying to push, but you notice like you're not really getting anywhere, Munson. That's the goal. Okay, so go back.
It's like gangster jiu-jitsu. Everybody got hoodies on and shit.
Yeah. All right. So then he's trying to break. So now you open of your own volition, Marlon. You drop your left leg. Yeah, your right leg goes here on top of his ankle. Your right leg goes across him. You turn on your hip
Right.
towards Dom. Yep. And you try and kick him over towards the wall. He drops. Okay. He drops his hand.
Right.
Good. Now you snake this leg out. Put it on top here.
He's too far. You gotta have.
That's okay. No. If this happens, fine. Kick all the way over. Take him out. And now it's a wrap. If he falls, great. Take the triangle. If he doesn't fall, great. Take the triangle. Now there are situations in which the person doesn't fall and they still have enough base so that they're able to posture up and all that. So you have choices. Like you could try and finish a triangle by reaching up, grabbing your ankle, pulling it down, putting it behind your knee, blah blah blah. You can always do a Japanese armbar. You can throw the leg over his face instead and just try an armbar and rack from guard.
Okay.
Or you can try and go for a sweep. You can drop your leg down, bump him over towards the side, and see if you can make him fall over. I mean, you have options to do all those things, and the great thing is that all the options are relatively safe from getting past.
Right.
As long as you keep good posture control and keep a hold of the arm, it's going to be hard for him to run around you and pass you completely, unless he's defending the triangle extremely.
Right.
But yeah, you got options. It's great. When someone tries to pass your guard, you can be like, ha 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 ha. Unless they have more than one place to the guard, then you gotta guess which way they're gonna try and pass and figure it out.
Right.
Like this way, you can also use so let's see if I can change with you. So this way, for instance, I like to do this sometimes, where I'll pop the guard open, bang here, pow, and then instead of doing the whole bring my knee up and all that, all I do is go whoosh, underneath, grab here. Yeah, you think there's a triangle,
Right.
until this happens to you. And then nothing. Now I'm here. I can here. Here. I can do whatever I want. Like it's Christmas at that point. But yeah, like I said, there's so many ways of passing. It's really the getting open part,
Right.
and then you, as a defender, have to figure out what the person is going to do to actually try and do the pass.
Right.
Most people, I mean, unless they're meh, if they're meh, they'll open your guard and just be like, I have no clue what I'm gonna do. Like it. I wouldn't call you meh, and I actually think you would have an idea. And I don't know if the idea would make sense, but I think you'd be like, cool, it's open, let me do things. And like, you know, we've got that, but we now gotta get you to the point where like you got a plan of what you're gonna do. Like
Right.
I know double unders is always there, and I love doing it. I know over unders are always there, and I love doing them.
Right.
But there's other fun things like you know, you can just do that pressure pass I'll show you guys. You can do knee slices. I don't really do knee slices that much unless I really want to smash the person. But yeah, you got tons of options once the guard's open. But when the guard's closed, you ass out. Like you just being miserable.
Now somebody punch me.
Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I do want to do some just regular rolling. So Chris, you're gonna sub me a couple times. Let's go. And you are going to watch, and you help him study. Okay.
Huh?
Submission.
Oh, he took the thing down.
No, I'm not in me mode today. I'm still in nice Chris mode. Plus, I have to pick your brain. I have to see how you're thinking now and what your plans are. And all. I can't do that if I'm just like, you know, like it's not fun.
Fair enough.
So this is rolling, which is just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for sparring. They're both starting from like a neutral position. Each got what's called a half guard. Okay, versus half guard is the same thing as guard, except I only have one of your legs instead of 2. Like there, see? You see how the leg is right there? It's half guard, which means you're both half guarding each other. Technically.
So the one for like squeezing the legs is the one defending.
Yes. Yeah. You put people in guard. That's the point of it. Because you're guarding. You're making sure they can't do anything. Yeah.
So if I'm pushing in front, you get me.
Yeah. If I'm the one who has my legs wrapped around you like that, I have you in guard, I'm on the defense.
Oh, okay.
You're the one who has to be on the offense. But then on the inverse, if I have you in mount, which is what he showed earlier, where it's the same thing, where I'm on top, you on bottom, but instead of you having your legs wrapped around me, I have my legs wrapped around you. That means I'm in mount. That means you lost. Like there's still things you can do, like when you're in mount. You guys might want to reset.
No, we're alright.
Scooch.
There's still things you can do when you're in mount that prolong you getting some like sub. But more likely if you're in mount, you're getting choked or broken in some way. Now, when you were mentioning like guillotine earlier, that's what kind of what Chris has on
Front headlock.
Yeah.
Arm head.
Handy up.
Headlock that.
Chris is inside now.
Trying to get submit,
So
trying to get Jeff to submit.
yeah, that's the point of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu rolling. You want to get someone to tap out by submitting them.
Don't even want your leg. Decisions. There's no part of that doesn't have your head going into that. Right here.
Now that's the guillotine.
Now we're
Yep. And I'm gonna switch to something else. Now he's in mount. He's going for back. And that's where he could choke.
Like Chris went for back now?
Yeah. And he got it. And he got a very good choke out of it. Back on the same thing as mount, but on their back. Woo. Careful, you're right next to the pole.
Ooh, close.
You went for a mom?
No, you're not gonna get it.
They're both going for like
Come on, bro.
for ankle things. Ankle things. Please do not.
Man, your ankles are strong.
I was trying to show you the heel, and I was like, bro, you sure you want to keep doing this?
Like, there is no give. Like whatsoever. I'm like, there was nothing. I was like, iron pipe right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, don't get an ankle lock braces unless you are absolutely sure. That was fun.
Okay.
I did get to pick your brain. I like that. I'll stick in. I'll do like 2 or 3 rounds in a row on the guitar.
Okay. Marlon. And Munson, you'll be next. Hey, you're blocking the view. Come on. Gotta make sure the studio audience is catching everything right. Whoever's working at YouTube right now. Thank you, YouTube.
No. Stop it. Stop it. Accept your fate, Marlon. Accept your fate.
No.
I'll tell you why you have to accept. Because you open the wrong way every time. It's your fault.
I believe it.
And I'll catch you the same way every time until you stop opening the wrong way.
Oh, the wheel of fate is now turning.
Do not give me 2 feet inside of your legs, Marlon. 1 is okay.
1 is
2,
okay.
Not okay. 1 in, 1 out. Just like triangles.
Uh-huh.
Get into a leg game. Okay, better. I am insulted.
And apparently he's angry. Spider-Man is angry. There you go. Hand on here. Hand on here. Right. No pressure. You can use both arms. It might help. Try and move his other arm.
Oi.
Way better than that one.
Hold on 1 minute. He's being choked out. We'll be outside in a few minutes, okay? Alright.
Who?
Something's up. Thank you.
lot of hair. Did you notice
Yeah.
that?
Reset towards the other direction. Stay in the same position. Spin. One way or the other.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, just switch back. And I'll just turn my way. You get guard.
There you go. Steady. Keep an eye on what's actually happening in between these guys. Players.
There's the massive hair right now.
When they say they're in guard, or person on bottom is guarded. See how the person on top is being aggressive? They're holding them from not being aggressive by trapping them in between the legs. So, what Marvin is trying to do now is stack Chris so that it makes it harder for him to hold that guard. Hopefully, he can break off. But I think he may be in a triangle show. As we come over and observe just a little bit more. Nope. Not a triangle. Not yet.
Uh-oh.
No, that is a triangle. Ooh, 1 minute.
I actually was going for the Kimura. But my leg then got behind my other leg. I was like, shit, I gotta choke him out now. Let me pass it. What?
Seconds. Good. Great.
Oi.
Okay. Well, since Marlon,
You're alive!
Marlon has to get ready to go. Let's beat him up for a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
So.
They can wait.
I told her 4 anyway. She's just early.
Okay.
Sir.
Yep, go ahead. So, what you just want to do, at least for now, since you don't
Arms
know
in.
anything-
I'm not gonna sub you. I'm just gonna make you miserable. So keep your arms in. Don't extend your arms past anywhere you expect to be able to get them back from. So keep them here, not out here.
show him submissions. Like,
Well, I'll show
the
him.
thing is if you put him on it, it's going to make him curious. And, you know, later on, you can explain to him how you did it. You know what I'm saying? That thing break out. Best thing you can do right now is just keep in mind to try and keep him off of you. And if you can find ways to get free, then consider that a point.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be sitting. All right, so sit down however you like. Guard puller. I like it. Don't crush your legs. You don't want to do that. Bam. Yeah. Okay.
Keep him from doing what he doesn't want. Just try and control. Go have fun. Get in there. Yeah.
One leg in. Not two. That was your knee. Actually, that was your ankle. It's going now. I'm way fatter than I look.
You start feeling too uncomfortable, or yeah. And Chris, let him know when he should probably tap.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I'm not that heavy, so my weight is uncomfortable, but it's not like.
You may believe that. Someone else is a different story.
tap, just like tap on the ground or on him.
Or say tap. I mean,
Or
unless
say
I'm
tap.
choking you,
Nope,
then
I tap.
yeah.
I wasn't trying to tap. I didn't want to tap.
I don't want to tap. No, give it up.
No,
No. It's just practice.
Now that was your arm
Yeah.
about to go away.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yes.
you can make the choice to go to the very end of your stretch and then tap. But I mean, if you know you have zero ability to like generate leverage from that position,
Let it go.
there's no point of getting your arm stretched out and popped
You caught.
and then tap. Yeah, there's no point. All right. Back. Yeah. So my plan here is either foot trapping or shin on shin. See, you gave me both shins inside. Thank you. No, okay, good. Pummeling back in. I like it. But unfortunately, you have no post on this side. So now I get to pass. I'm out. Pull you away from the ball section. Oh, like I said, I'm fatter than I look. I get my underhook now.
I think it's always the same like that.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the weight of it. It's now just getting more and more.
Drop some weight.
Okay. Stop the feet. Let's get this guy over some a little bit.
Turn around.
Swing it this way. All right. Everything's good.
Good.
Continue.
Here. Then I'm like, all right, he's turning. So now I can post on the hip, get behind the head, turn, and I'm out of that. Get two hands on one, cool, back mount. Having a hard time flipping you over, so I'm gonna start threading with the choke, and you're gonna stop paying attention to where you're getting flipped or not. Or I'll get choked. Whichever, I'm not picky.
Is that tapping?
Yeah, there we go.
Good.
So I'm trying to explain actions before I do them so you can kind of see like what mistakes you make. Okay. Yeah, I've still got a minute.
Yep, 1
Huh?
minute. Yep.
I'd have to run back over it. These guys will remember better than I. Because I can't see it. I can always tell you what I felt.
It's alright. We have it mostly on video, so we can go back over it another time where we talk about it.
You better
after
resist,
the
man.
session.
I'm
Yep, go ahead. Go get it.
Get in there.
Yep.
This hook is keeping you from doing much.
Now you're in guard.
What are you tapping?
I'm sure.
Which one?
This one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He has shoulder troubles.
Oh, okay, here. Get your alarm loose. Better?
How do I lose?
Huh?
Oh, just.
Yeah, is that better?
No, I said how do I lose this?
Oh, you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just the way it is.
Good. Great. Alright, Mount
You guys should have fun. Because everybody else has gone once. And I've gone thrice.
Like that, up.
So. Alright, you done the finish now. Go ahead.
Save that for the next round.
Tenderize. Should have kicked in the leg. Next time.
So it's last one or one more after this?
This will be the last one. Actually, maybe me and you will go afterwards, but we'll see. Let's see. We'll put some boxing in. So, yeah. You want to get punched in the face? I want to punch you in the face.
I came into the when you punched and I got choked, which is also okay.
Close.
Also good.
Round 4 final.
Find a way.
Okay.
So now you have something, take a point to strategize a plan, Marlon. I know intuition's great, but
Yeah.
planning is good too. So if you know what you want, think about steps you need to get there. And your job, sir, is to not get choked. I can tell you right now what Marlon's gonna go for.
What are we gonna?
I'm not using the armbar.
All right, now we got mount, so let's see what's gonna. That's gonna be an armbar. $50. Or at least an armbar attempt.
Take the bet, Dom.
Or you throwing Americana there? You going for the Dominic super move? Keep your arms close. No, that's stretching them out. You're gonna get armbarred eventually. Try and keep them close to your body. T-Rex arms. Your arms don't come off your chest unless you want them to. Turn onto your side as well. Pick any side and turn onto it. Yep. Turn all the way over. This is not a strength thing. If you keep your arms in, turn to your side, you won't have to bench press people. Good. Alright, now push on his leg. Start getting some space. There you go. Get your knee in there. No, don't grab his. Oh, man.
Turn around. That's what you hit. Look. Okay. Pull his arm down.
Elbow people. You don't have hooks in. You can get out. Alright, now. Never mind. Tap it. There you go. How you try to choke somebody with no hooks in, man? Who do you think you are? You think you're Marcelo Garcia or something?
Never ready.
No, I won't. I was gonna give you an unfair advantage, man, but I'm not gonna be that guy.
I like this guy's spirit.
Alright. You even want to start planning here, Ron? Hey! Take it top. Hands on hips. Good. Push your head up. Good. Look up towards the ceiling, too.
Remember
Yep, that helps.
knee in the butt. Right.
Good. Dog leg. Push him away. Good. Yeah, get the arm back in. Get your arm back in. T-Rex! T-Rex! T-Rex!
Good job, Munson.
Slip it with a leg if you can. Oh, you're down.
Careful.
Tall lanky Mofo is going to definitely try and get hooks in.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know, the tall lankiness is like sabotaging me because I'm running into the opposite ends while trying to.
Not really. If you got
It'd be good. Right.
if you got that tall lanky leg that hooks over, you can just use it as a hook to pull yourself all the way across, even if your leg is all the way in the middle. Doesn't matter.
I have short legs.
But there's a benefit and a loss. It depends on what we're talking about. Like if you get somebody in a triangle or something, they are not getting out because the legs is short. It is hard to escape. You should take it back, Roman. Just saying.
I should just learn how to.
You have a bet on that one?
I mean, no. If you from that position you had it, you just let him get his arm back. Trying to think what the. I think Dom's gonna pass. I'm gonna bet on that. Even against this tall lanky mofo. Feeling like a pass is gonna happen. Can't guarantee how.
I like this one in the triangle.
One arm in, one arm out. You might. No, he's not quite getting. I was gonna say you might get to see an attempt here, but Ron's not quite.
It's not quite clicking yet.
No, because you're not clearing your arm. Good. Good. Oh, you had it. Oh, you lanky motherfucker. Lanky bastard. That should have been a wrap. Dom should have been out.
I lost it.
No, I mean, he should have gotten out. But because long, lanky leg,
They go really much nowhere.
yeah. Because he had it, he just knee down, whip and peace out. But, long, lumpy ass leg came around the corner anyway.
Happens.
Oh, you'll get my mouth card.
In close fighting. What would you rather do? Boxing with grappling or what's the thing? Just in close boxing.
Singles boxing.
Squeeze me.
Oh, do you think so? It is remarkable how much this room warmed up.
Oh, yeah. You go outside, it's like,
It's kind of cool out here. 95 degrees in here. This thing had, what do you call it?
Steve?
Steam on it.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, when we started doing the box workout, that thing was like, poof.
Yeah, my shoulders suck too. They're all cool. I have both labor and both rotator cuffs are shredded. So my shoulder's basically held on by stubbornness and
Sheer force of will.
yeah, pretty much.
both of us isolation.
You have MMA gloves, right? You have MMA gloves?
Huh?
You have MMA gloves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Yes.
my cards.
Yes.
Wait, look what?
Oh, is my phone over there?
No, right here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is that's not
No,
me, is
that's
it? That's his. Mine should be right there. The glowing one. I have 3. Oh. Well, no, I just. This one's like my main actually has service on a phone, and then the other 2 are just like
They just
playing a game or goofing off looking at Facebook. I didn't put Facebook. Oh, I can't stay. I gotta go to the con. And what's her name's already been there for like an hour and a half.
Oh no.
I'm sure she's gonna be pissed, but whatever.
One round. Just work with Marlon. And this way you can get the feel of it too.
I'll do. No, not grappling. I do ground pound. So I'll be in guard. I love that. Are you kidding? Are there people? Seriously, I don't understand people who are like, oh, no, dude, that's super fun.
This is just in the pocket boxing. That's all.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll go with you first.
Talk me into it.
Other gloves in the bag.
No, you left one in the other room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll have them out there. Don't worry about it. It's roughly going to be kind of like body shots, but the headshots will be there. It'll just be like,
Yeah.
okay. You guys come out. Shazam!
So what kind of convention is it?
PAX Unplugged. It's like tabletop gaming, card games, board games. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So I think it closes at 8, so that means I would go back to the house, shower, throw on new clothes, hop in a cab or whatever to get there. So I already paid for the tickets, so I ain't gonna be like,
You're not gonna try to.
oh, that not show up. Yeah, that would be idiotic. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this. Okay. Alright.
One round.
One.
We're pretty much just in the pocket here. Keep it close, keep it tight. Don't worry about moving too much.
Okay.
It's awful, gentlemen.
Much G, much G, much. Bingo.
Round three.
Nice.
Be afraid to hit him. Need a little fear in his heart. Show him what the months is all about. Show him what the endurance is all about.
I said, I came here to get punched in my face, and I'm not leaving until I get punched in my face.
Good, good, good. Know your control though. Okay? Don't want to hurt anybody around you. Let's see what it being such a small area. Arms up, elbows in. You take all that. Just tighten your arms up a little bit closer when he starts aggressive. Keep going.
Nice.
Good, good.
Don't just walk through. Make sure you're guarding while you're walking.
Good boy.
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry, we're just a little bit for the camera.
Turn away.
Good. Change levels. Body work in.
Probably gonna have to make Marlon miss to get in, as you know, like he has to.
Careful switching your feet.
There you go. Yay!
Good. Time up. Breathe. Breathe. Still got 10 seconds. I mean, 1 minute. You get your energy back. Alright, there you go.
5,
Sleep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't overextend yourself. Get right in there. Little shots, little shots. Mhm. No power, just tap them up. Right. Good.
That's okay. All right. Shovel hooks.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Ooh. Give him a few back, apparently.
Little shots, bring these. You still have to keep going. It's not over yet. So here's about 15 seconds left. So you gotta put power through this. You got this, Muffin. Stay focused. 10 seconds, Muncie. Right on.
Alright. Marlon's head moving.
Time.
Since when is Marlon's head moving? Fine. That's not really Marlon. See, look, he doesn't have it.
You're right. It's not Marlon.
No.
Female twin variant.
I might be around tonight, although you're going to be working, so.
Yeah.
Check the legs. It's all over now. Don't die. It's bad for your health. Why are you letting me get double underhook?
You know they got me guarding the Redskins tomorrow.
What'd you say?
They got me guarding the Redskins tomorrow.
Where?
Redskins. They got me
Redskins game?
No, they got me guarding the players tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, good for you. All right. Congratulations.
Alright, I gotta grab my extra.
What's his name? What's his name? Something that starts with the J. Casey. You know that player? Think he's on the Eagles?
Oh, what's his name? The boy who was I know exactly who you're talking about.
Do you know his name, Chris?
I watched football.
I don't watch football.
Well, he was at the wedding I catered yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, he was the one that gave the speech during the what's his name? Yeah, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
And the
he was
numbers
like,
were there.
everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Because it was a wedding for the chef of the company, and he used to work for the Eagles.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Work for a stadium or something. He knew the Eagles. That's me. It was me. I had no idea who he was. People told me.
Well, congratulations to you. Are you out of here or are you?
Yeah, I gotta go to the con and then.
Please do leave.
Huh?
Please do leave and not be on. Not be late.
I'm already late, bro. She went there at like 1 or 2. Like 2, she probably get there at 2. So.
Golly gosh.
Yep. Peace out, y'all.
All right, man.
Later.
Later.
Lock the screen door on your way out.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, beat me up. You have a mouth guard?
Don't worry about it. Who needs them? Hit me up right there.
Wallet. I know I took it out of my pocket. I just don't remember where I put it.
His rings. Are these your
Yeah, I
rings?
know my rings. Yeah. Wait, here in the closet, so I'll fuck up your time. Yeah, I feel like it, because my phone's over there, I feel like it should be right around it.
Nowhere on the bed? Oh no.
What?
Where's your coat?
You know what? Yeah, let me go check there. Nope.
Not in the coat?
Nope.
Okay, shoes. Okay. Oh, man, I probably moved it.
No, you're all right here.
Find it!
They're sitting right next to each other.
It worked?
One of Dom's gone, so he's got all his.
Yeah.
His is yours. Yeah, alright. I got all my rings. Alright, y'all. No problem. Here, I'll get the door for you. Bang.
You go through?
That charge enough?
What's that?
I saw that charge enough. I was like, you're like the Mega Man charge up Buster. You start hearing the sparks. You're like, hey. What's the time?
418. One roll.
One more round.
Okay.
Yeah, if the girls are here, they can drop me off. I'll be on time.
Round 4 final.
Legs.
Lex, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you good?
Yeah.
Did I miss?
Nope.
Damn.
You never do.
Damn.
Ooh, sorry.
I said punch in the face. Got one better.
Fuck! Yeah! Hey!
And I'm not unloading this truck today.
Woo! Fuck!
You know, this is the North Star.
God damn, did I get that?
Alright, let's one with me and you. Let's go with me and you.
Boy, I'm gonna go change.
Okay. You know what? Meditation.
Round one.
Go change.
Slide in here real quick. Slide out.
You alright? You okay? That might catch an eye. Accident. Sometimes aggression is like that. You just have to stay defensive, tighten up, and try and recognize what your opponent's going to do next. step, 30 seconds. What? Have to wait. Stay focused, keep your eyes open. Good. Use control and bounce. Here you go. Time. Good. Very good. All right. Water break. Meditation.
Huh? Yep. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. But I will meditate in the car.
Yeah.
You got these for me? Huh? You got these for me? Emily? All right, water. Here's your water.
Yeah.
Switch spots. Lock it up the hallway. The doorway.
Yeah. Yeah, catering.
So
Alright.
staffing or it's just itself?
So what?
The company's called staffing or you work for that company itself?
Independent contractor. So yeah, I work for the actual catering company. Would you like everything pretty much break down, clean up, serving, shit like that? Peace, man. It was really good working. You got a lot better.
Immediately when I started noticing, oh, he's going for my face finally. Yeah.
Really though.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, that's on keys.
Keith, everything important. All right.
Peace, dude.
There you go.
Next time I'm gonna be able to train is probably next Saturday because I got work with my dad this Tuesday. Probably supposed to on Monday and I gotta yeah. Right. Also, look at that. It goes right to your YouTube after live, right?
That's got water?
Meditation time.
Safe water.
Yeah, we got new filters, so we hooked it up. Okay.